We're going to start in our supported fish pose today. We're going to do a supine supported fish. So if you have your strap handy, you're going to take your strap and make sure it's behind your back. You're going to put the soles of your feet together, and then you're going to loop your strap that to come over top of those feet. I might have done this a little too tight this morning. Here you go. So that it's comfortable. So that you can hang here with your feet together, knees splayed out, that supine Buddha position. And then if you don't have a strap to do that, you can just hold your feet there. I like to keep the cord within reach of my hand so I can tighten it or loosen it as needed. And then you're going to take your blocks, preferably foam ones. You're going to put one along the base of your spine to lay on, and one at the back of your head to support the neck. If you don't have a block, you can use a pillow or a rolled up towel. Take my sunglasses off my head. Arms lay comfortably to the side. And we start to focus on our inhales and exhales. Moving around as needed for the body. It takes a little bit to get settled in, but once we're settled in, you want to hold. You're most likely going to feel the chest rise on the inhale because there's a block in the middle of your back. So it'd be hard to send air to that area, and that's okay. You can maybe make your belly rise and fall. We're just going with natural breath movements this morning. Trying to inhale with at least a 4 count, pausing at the top, and exhaling with that same 4 count. If it becomes too intense on your legs, feel free to unhook the feet. Usually this pose is done with your legs straight up in the air like a V. That's a full fish pose. I don't think I've ever actually done it that way. You should start to feel the heart space open across the front of the shoulders. If you spent a bit of time on a computer this week, which is why we're doing this, I spent the time refunding 150 parents for the Quebec and the Great East and the Grade 8 trips. It's lots of fun. This reverses that computer work. The opening of the hips down at the bottom reverses that seated posture. It allows some fluid to flow into those hip joints. I'm going to take 5 more breaths here. On your last breath, you're going to want to take your arms and place your forearms on the mat alongside you so that your fingertips are kind of in that hip area. Your elbows are against the mat. And you're going to press against those elbows to lift your head and upper body. Then you'll come up onto your actual palms to come forward, moving those blocks out of the way. And then take a moment to unhook your strap if it's hooked. And we're going to stay in this seated posture for a moment, keeping our feet together. Go ahead and use your hands to come onto your feet and maybe just flutter those knees. And then go ahead and come to stillness. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down in front and see if you can walk them just a couple of handfuls. They won't go very far. Bowing the head, arching the back. Inhale, rise up. Extend those legs out in front. Exhale the hands down to the side. Making sure that we're seated up on our sit bones. Spine is nice and high, like that hook is on the top of our head, reaching up to the sky and to the ceiling. We inhale the arms up. Exhale, I want you to reach your hands forward, press your heart space forward, but don't curve your back. Try to keep your back nice and straight. Can you touch your toes? Take a nice inhale here. And on the exhale, drop the head, fold forward. Inhale, lift the head, push the chest forward. Exhale, fold forward again. Can you get your head all the way down to your knees? Inhale, come all the way up, arms come up overhead. Exhale, hands come down to the side. Bring the left leg and right leg out into a bit of a V pose. Again, still remembering to sit seated on those sit bones. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, reach them forward, keep the heart shining. See if you can walk your hands out. Then on the exhale, fold. Inhale, bring the hands up overhead. Twist the body to the left. Fold forward over that foot. Inhale, lift the head, shine the chest forward, keeping the hands on the foot. Then exhale, fold. Inhale the whole body up, arms overhead. Twist back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist to the right. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, reach forward for that right foot. Let the head fold down. Try to keep the shoulder square. If you notice you start to rotate, try your best to pull that left shoulder back down. I have a tendency to twist in this position. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, return to center. Keeping the body center, reach the left arm for the left toe, if you can reach it, and then spin that right arm overhead, crescent moon. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, reach the right hand for that right toe. Inhale, rise up. We're going to do that again. Extend the left arm to the left toes. Exhale, reach the right arm overhead. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, right hand to right toes. Stretch that left hand overhead. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, place the hands down beside you. Bring those feet back into center. And take a moment to just a little rock side to side, make it feel more comfortable. And then go ahead and bend that left knee over top of the right leg, keeping your hips flat against the mat, left foot down. If it's comfortable for you to hook the right foot under and still keep the hips down, great. But if your hips come off, you have to straighten this leg back out again. I'm a hit or miss on the day as to whether or not I can hook it or not. Go ahead and give that left knee a hug. Then inhale, bring the hands up overhead. Exhale, drop the left hand behind you. Use the right hand across the left knee for that full body twist. Looking over that left shoulder. Grace and Amy can gaze at those beautiful trees. Inhale, twist back center, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, return them down to the side. You can go ahead and switch the legs, or if you want a bit of fun, because this is nothing yogic about it, it's strictly just fun. You can place your hands on your right hand side. You press yourself up on your feet and you spin around and you land in the same position on the other side. Nothing yoga about it. It's just fun. Just fun. So now we've got our right foot crossed over our left leg tucked under. If it's comfortable for you, I can always keep it fully tucked on this side. And then just give that right knee a nice hug. Tai Chi. Webb State Park is a very zen place this morning. We got some Tai Chi workers happening over here too. Then inhale those arms up overhead. On the exhale, we drop the right arm behind us. We cross the left arm over that right knee and twist. Looking over our right shoulder. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, release them to the side and go ahead and release those legs. Give them a little shake. We're going to come into a quick tabletop position. We're not going to be here very long. Go ahead and take a few, let's say 5 breaths in tabletop, moving however feels comfortable for you. So maybe you make some nice deep circles. Maybe you make some cat-cows. Take a moment to allow the body to move, however it wants to move. Taking 2 more breaths here. Returning to our neutral tabletop. In our neutral tabletop, our shoulders are directly above the wrists, hips are directly above the knees, toes are untucked. Go ahead and tuck those toes, lift the knees, hover here. Feeling those core muscles engage, pushing that belly button towards the spine, keeping those shoulders pressed away from the head. Don't sink into it. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the hips up in the air. Come back down to our first down dog. Once you're in your first dog, walk it out, bending that left foot and right foot. Maybe bringing the hips from side to side, whatever feels comfortable for you. Deciding what distance you'd like your feet to be. I'm a hip bone distance. Some people like their feet right together. Some people like them really wide. Settling into our down dog. We shake our head yes a couple of times. We settle in here. Inhale, come up on the toes. Send those hips up nice and high. Exhale, pull forward, high plank. Body's in a nice straight line. Shoulders are above the wrists. Head is facing forward. We're looking about 6 inches in front of the mat because if we look right down at our hands, it's going to cause us to come down. Inhale, bring those hips up in the air. Exhale, drop the heels. Inhale, come up on those toes. Send the hips up higher. Pull forward on the exhale, high plank. Holding here, feeling those core muscles work. Inhale, push those hips way up in the air. Exhale, drop the toes. One more time, come up on those toes. Send the hips up higher. Pull forward, high plank. We hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send those hips way up in the air. Exhale, drop the heels. Bring the knees down to the mat. Untuck the toes, push back, child's pose. Active in our child's pose here. Arms are stretched forward. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, walk the hands over to the right. Send the hips over to the left. Crescent moon, child's pose. We're still trying to keep those shoulders square. Try not to rotate underneath that left shin or left shoulder. Don't let the right one drop. Feel that crescent moon. Breathe into the left side body. On your next exhale, walk the hands over to the left. Shift the hips to the right. Feeling the breath in the right side body of our crescent moon child pose. Walk the hands back to center. Tuck the toes behind you. So keep in the child's pose, but give a minute to tuck those toes. It's a really great stretch for the bottom of the feet. You might have to come forward a little bit. Then come back up to our tabletop. And push back to our downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. Look between the hands, and on the exhale, walk the feet forward to meet the hands. Fold, forward, fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, flat back. Then exhale, fold. Bend your knees a lot. Place your hands above your knees, arch your back, and roll yourself up standing. Roll those shoulders down the back. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the arms down beside you, interlace fingers behind your back. Roll those shoulders down. Maybe a little back bend here. Your ability to put your head back is going to bend on your comfort level. Can you open that neck all the way up? Inhale, return to center. Keep those hands clasped. Exhale, bend the knees. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, fold forward. Allow those hands and shoulders to release. If you need a strap, feel free to use that strap. Exhale, release the hands. Fold forward. Bend your knees a lot. Place your hands on your knees. Come rolling on up to center. Roll those shoulders down the back. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands on the mat, step the left foot back, step the right foot back. Scissor the feet over to the right, the heels over to the right. Lift that left arm, side plank. Shoulders are stacked. Hips are stacked, feet might be scissored. Bring the left hand back down to the mat, come up on those toes. Shift the heels over to the left. Reach the right arm high. Side plank on the other side. You're like a fallen down T or an anchor. Hello, buddy. Bring the right hand back down to the mat. Come up on those toes. Shift forward into that high plank. Lower slowly for that chaturanga or 8-point posture. Shift forward again, up dog or cobra. And then push back to our downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale, look between the hands. Walk the feet back up to meet the hands. Fold, forward, fold. Inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Let's go ahead and flow through that as a vinyasa, meaning we're going to connect one breath to one movement. So we're going to try and inhale and exhale as best we can. We might pause here and there, and I'll remind you when to pause. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to your halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, place your hands on the mat, step the left foot back, step the right foot back, high plank. Pause here for an inhale. On the exhale, drop the heels over to the right, lift that left arm. Pause for the inhale. Exhale, bring the left hand back down to the mat, roll all the way over to the left. Arm comes up on the inhale. Exhale, place the right hand back down on the mat. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, pull back, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale the left leg up behind you. Do not stack the hips, keep them square. Toes are pointed down. Look between your hands. Come up on your right toes. Step that left foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. Using your blocks if you need them. Just gives us a little bit more space in that belly area. Legs are strong. Left knee is directly above that left ankle. Weight is in the full force of the foot, not in the toes. All the way up on those right toes, that energy is stretching out the back of the heel and out the top of your head. On the inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Pinkies are a little bit farther in than thumbs. Slight flexion in that back knee. Exhale, bring our hands down to our hips. We're going to pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale those arms back up. Exhale, drop the left arm behind, send that right arm forward, west side stretch. A good twisting stretch here. Inhale, bring those hands back up. Exhale, bring our hands back down to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Drop the heels to the right, scissor open side plank. On the exhale, thread the left arm through. Pull yourself way back, thread the needle, almost like you're in a down dog. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, we thread. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, we thread. Inhale one more time, side plank. Exhale, we thread. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, place that left hand on the mat. Shift yourself forward in that high plank and lower chaturanga or 8-point posture. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remember, you always have the option between chaturanga or 8-point posture. You also have the option to skip it altogether. You do not have to do chaturangas. It's just what feels good for you at the time. Inhale the right leg up behind you, keeping those square. Look between the hands. Come up on the left toes if you need to. Step that right foot between those hands, runner's lunge. Feeling the full body stretch here in this runner's lunge, using your blocks if needed. I don't need the blocks as much on this side. Ankle and knee are in line. My weight is in the full part of my foot. The left heel is shining back. My head is looking forward. On the inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Slight flexion in that back knee. Exhale, bring our hands to our hips. We pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, reach the right arm back, send the left arm forward, west side stretch. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Scissor those heels to the left, reach the right arm up. On the exhale, we're gonna thread that right arm through, bringing our hips way back, almost like we're in a down dog. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, thread that needle. Inhale, side plank. Make sure we're using those obliques along our side there. We thread that needle. Inhale, rise up. One more time, we'll thread that needle. I don't remember how many times we did it on the other side. Exhale, bring that right hand back down to the mat. Shift yourself forward, chaturanga, 8-point posture, or just pull back in your downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale the left leg up behind you. Bend the knee and spin open. Look underneath that left elbow, that left armpit. Can you look up? Can you get that hip open even farther? Look between your hands. Come up on those right toes if you need the space, and step that left foot through the hand. Runner's lunge. Drop the back heel 45 degrees. Rise up, warrior one. Our legs are strong in the warrior one. The weight in the right foot is in the ball and in the heel. The weight in the left foot is in the ball and the heel. You should be able to wiggle and see your toes in front of your knee. Your knee should be directly above your ankle. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, cactus those arms down the back like a goalpost. Really feel those shoulder blades push together. Fingers are nice and wide. Being mindful that that left knee doesn't fall into the inside. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, we open, warrior two. Hips open, shoulders open. Back foot is now parallel to the mat. We place the head where it's comfortable. If it's comfortable to look forward, great. If it's comfortable to look straight ahead, that's fine too. Inhale, reach forward, reverse your warrior. Exhale, drop the left arm to the left thigh. Reach up, side angle. Reach that right arm overhead. Feel that full side stretch. Inhale, windmill the arms up, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, rise up, gentle warrior. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Step that left foot back to meet the right. Lower chaturanga, or pull back to your downward facing dog. We meet back in our down dog. Inhale the right leg high. Bend the knee and spin open. Look underneath that right armpit. Can you get those hips to move a little farther? And look between the hands. Come up on the left toes if needed. Step that right foot between the hands, giving yourself more space. Runner's lunge. Drop the left foot 45 degrees. Rise up, warrior one. Feeling the strength in your legs. On the exhale, release the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders down the back. Slight back bend. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Back leg is strong. Sure those muscles are engaged. Release the hands, inhale, rise up, warrior one. Open, warrior two. Back foot is parallel with the mat. Front knee is still at that 90-degree angle. Shoulders and hips are aligned. Inhale, reach forward, reverse your warrior. Bring that right arm down onto the right thigh, reach the left arm high, side angle. Reach that left arm overhead, feel a deeper side body stretch. Inhale, rise up, reverse that warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Lower chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale to that downward facing dog. Breathing here. Bring the right leg high. Bend the knee and spin open. Look between the hands. Step that right foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. Drop the back heel 45 degrees. Rise up, warrior one. Open, warrior two. Inhale to that gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the right arm against the thigh.
We don't hear you, Stace.
I hope you can still hear me.
Now I can.
We're
Yeah.
gonna keep going, I guess.
That's all good.
I don't know what happened. Sorry. We were in warrior two. We were in side angle.
Yep.
We were in side angle both. Now you can't see me. You can hold here in your side angle pose. You can extend that lower arm, or you can work on your bind. You want to work on a bind. We're going to bring our body upright. We're going to take our left hand. We're going to rotate it internally and bring it around our back. Taking that right hand and pulling it along the side. So kind of like waving from the side. This is one way to bind. If this is easy for you, you can take your right arm, place it underneath your leg, and see if you can grab that left arm underneath there. You can also use your strap to make that bind a little easier. The idea is that we're opening our front shoulders, We're pushing that knee to the back. It's very awkward feeling. If you're really good at that bind, you can step that left foot in. You can bring that right leg up and extend it inverted paradise. If you're inverted paradise, I would say gracefully take yourself out of it, but I pretty much fall out of it every time. We're going to return to our side angle stretch. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Kick the right hip back. Reach as far forward as you can. When you can't reach any farther, come down into your triangle. Extend that right arm out in front. Feel a little bit more core work there. Drop the right hand, bring it on the other side of the right leg. Rotate the shoulders down, the legs don't move. Flying triangle. Legs are straight. Rotate a little bit farther. Revolve the triangle. Left hand is now on the right arm is straight. Come back to our flying triangle. And rotate one more time to our regular triangle. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, windmill those arms down, bending that front knee. Coming up on those left toes, stepping the right foot back to the left. Scissor your feet to the right. Come open side plank. Hold the side plank. Lift that top leg, maybe for star. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that foot. Bring your hand back down to the mat. Lower chaturanga. Or pull back. Downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up behind us. Bend the knee and spin over. Come up on those right toes. Look between the hands. Step the left foot forward. Runner's lunge. Drop the back foot 45 degrees. Rise up forward. 1. Exhale, open warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, drop that left arm against the left thigh. Side angle stretch. Again, we have the same options here. You can hold the side angle stretch. You can reach that top arm up. You can extend that lower arm. You can take that right hand, internally rotate it. Pull it across the back of the body using your left hand. Pull it forward to press the first part of your body. If this is easy for you, you then take your left hand and you place it underneath your legs, trying to find that right hand. Oh, it's so close. If you need to, use your strap. The strap is forward. Place the strap in that right hand. You reach that left hand underneath. And there we go. We try to open that body up. Kind of using our shoulders and our elbows to push our space open. You want to give birds of paradise a try, you hop that back foot forward. You place all of the weight on the right foot. You lift the left foot up like it's in a tree. And then you point the toe. Gracefully come out of it. I don't know because I can't do it. I fall out of it. Every time. Whew. Funny times. When you're ready, we'll return to our side angle. Make sure feet are in the correct position. Inhale, rise up, reverse that warrior 2. Straighten the front leg. Reach those arms forward, kick that right hip back. Reach as far forward as we can, so we can't come any farther. Come down into our triangle. Extend that left arm underneath the full stretch. Bring that left arm down. Rotate the body so we're at a flying triangle. Rotate it one more time for a revolving triangle. And upward. Rotate again for that flying triangle. And then bring our left arm down. On the inhale, we rise up and reverse the triangle. Exhale, we windmill those arms down. We step our left foot back to the right. We scissor over to the left, our side plank. Maybe lifting that top leg. And holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the left leg or right leg. Move the hand out to the mat. Lower chaturanga. Hop on the knee. In our down. Take a nice inhale. Bend your knee. Look between your hands. Upper step to the front of the mat. Fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. On the inhale, we're going to drop our hips, bend our knees, sweep our arms up. Uttanasana. Shoulders are away from ears. Biceps are right there against our head, weight using the heel of our foot. If we need to, we rotate that pelvis in. Everybody has a different feeling in this lower back area. For me, it feels like I stick my bum out. I gotta rotate my pelvis in. Maybe for you, it feels good. Do it. Bring our hands to heart center. We want to rotate to the left. Sit a little lower if you can. Hook the elbow if you can. Knees are still shining forward, hips are still shining forward. Open those arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, Uttanasana. Hands come to center. We're twisting to the left again. Shift the weight into the left foot. Lift the right leg. Extend the right leg back behind you. Revolve, tap, move. Rotate the body forward. Warrior 3. Block it, knee. Stack the hips to the right. Open the arms. Tap, move. Bend the front knee. Step the back leg back, rise up. Warrior 2. Sweep the right arm forward, come up on the back toes. Crescent lunge. Sweep the arms back, twist the arms, reach the body forward. Inhale, rise up. Readjust that back foot, lunge with spine. Bring the hands to heart center. Shift the body forward. Twist to the left. Inhale, bring the body back to center. Bring the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms back. Shift that body. Inhale, rise up. On our next exhale, we're going to come up into our Dekasana, so weight moves to that front foot. Chest lifts, back bend. We're flying like an airplane. We slowly bend that front leg from the right leg to the left. Uttanasana. Then we fold. Whew. Separate the feet about hip bone width. Maybe place hands on opposite elbows and go for a ragdoll. Or use the first 2 fingers to bind those first 2 toes. And pull down for that hamstring. Release the bind, release the ragdoll. Heel toe those feet back together. Inhale to the halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, drop the hips, sweep the arms back, Uttanasana. Guess what? We get to do that on the other side. Want to remember how to do it. Bring the hands towards center. We sit lower in our chair. It's time we twist to the right. We should be able to wiggle our toes. Don't grip those mat. Weight is in the heel and involve the feet. Sit a little lower, maybe with the elbow. Then go ahead and open those arms. Bring the hands back to center. Rotate the body forward, fold, fold, fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale and fold. On the inhale, drop the hips, sweep the arms up. Uttanasana. Hand comes to heart center. We twist to the right again. The weight goes into our right foot. Our left foot lifts. We send our left foot back. We wall tap move. Keeping our hands at heart center, we rotate our body forward. Warrior three. Feel like a big T. We rotate one more time and open our arms. Half move. Use a block if needed. Find that drishti point that helps you not move. Something that you can stare at that is not moving. Bend the front leg, that right leg. Slowly step back. Warrior two. Sweep that left arm forward, but come up on those left toes. Crescent lunge. Take a moment just to sweep the arms back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring our hands to heart center. On the inhale, shift the body forward. Twist to the right. Holding here, opening the arms, if that feels good for you. Inhale, come back to center. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale those arms up. On the next exhale, we're going to come forward into our Dekasana, so all the weight goes into our right foot. Chest is shining high. Toes are pointed. Arch in the back. Flying like an airplane. We bend that right knee. We bring the left knee very slowly and sweep the right. We sweep our arms up in Uttanasana. And we fold, fold, fold. Ooh. Shift those feet about hip bone width apart. If you can, place the hands directly underneath the feet. Massage out those wrists. Take a moment to breathe here. Lift the head and go ahead and release those hands. Heel toe those feet back together. Bend the knees a lot. Place the hands above the knees. Come and roll them up. Stand. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, the hands are center. Shift the weight into the right foot. Lift the left leg, one-legged mountain. Bring the left leg outside. Push it to the calf or to the thigh for retreat. Inhale, grow retreat. Bring the hands back to the center. Inhale, bring that left leg out in front, one-legged mountain. Cross it over the right leg, sit low in pigeon. Keep the hands at heart center, rise up, one-legged mountain. Send the left leg behind you, warrior three. Body's like a T. You're gonna bend the right knee, bend the left knee behind, Shiva squat. Inhale, rise up, warrior three. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, rise up, warrior three. One more time, Shiva squat. Rise up, warrior three. Then very slowly hinge the body forward. Return to standing. Inhale the arms up high. Exhale, bring the hands towards center. Shift the weight into the right, left foot. Bring the right leg up. One leg out. Then bring that right leg either to the thigh or the calf or your tree. Inhale, grow your tree. Exhale, bring those hands back to heart center. Release that right leg, one leg out. Cross it over the left, sit low pigeon. Keep the hands at heart center, rise up, one leg out. Send that right leg back. Warrior three. If you fall out of it, that's okay, just come back into it. Knocked over by the wind. Bend that right knee. Nope, left knee. Bend the left knee. Bring the right knee in, Shiva squat. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, warrior three. One more time. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, warrior three. Slowly return to mountain. It's not very slow. Inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands on the mat. Step the left foot back, step the right foot back, high plank. Lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Send the arms behind you. On the inhale, lift the chest and head. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift that chest and head. Exhale, release. This time, lift the chest, head, and arms. On the inhale. Exhale, release. Head, chest, and arms on the inhale. Exhale, release. This time it's all coming up. Head, chest, arms, and feet on the inhale. Superman. Hold it here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Windshield wiper goes away. We're going to tuck our toes behind us. Place our hands underneath our chest. We're going to push up into tabletop, and then we're going to shift our knees so that we're in a nice seated position. Feet are out in front of us, knees are bent. Arms come out in front. We lower. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Bring those feet in ever so slightly. Keeping them back hip bone width apart. Arms along our sides. We take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, we lift our hips for our bridge. Shining those hips forward. Care Bear stare pose. That's what I always think of. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Just a slightly different version of this. Exhale, bring those arms back. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to lower one vertebra at a time. Place soles of the feet together, opposite hand. over opposite elbows, Balasana, keeping that low back against the mat. Bring the feet back to the mat, keep the knees bent. Extend the left leg. Point and flex the toes, maybe in circles. Cross that left leg over the right. Use the left hand to push the left knee away. Hold here or rock from side to side. Keep the left leg where it is, lift the right leg. Come a little deeper, use that right hand to support the right knee. And you feel it in that piriformis. Maybe the left hand also supports, pushing that knee a little farther out. Release the right knee to the mat. Extend the left leg up overhead. Point and flex those toes. Return the left leg to the mat. Extend the right leg up in the air. Point and flex those toes, maybe through circles. Cross that right foot over that left knee. Use your right hand to push that right knee away. Hold here or rock from side to side. I personally like the 2 o'clock position here. I feel the most. Return to center. Lift that left leg. Use the left hand to support underneath that knee. Maybe use the right to continue to push the right leg away. Again, hold here or rock side to side. Return to center. Release that left leg to the mat. Extend the right leg. Point and flex those toes. Drop the right leg all the way straight. Bring the left knee in. Give it a nice squeeze. Pull it outside the rib cage. Drop the left arm to the side. Use the right hand to pull the left knee over. Full body twist. Look over that left shoulder. Try to keep those shoulders flat against the mat. Inhale, bring the left knee back up to center. Exhale, squeeze it nice and tight into the chest. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, send the left leg long, arms overhead, full body stretch, side out. Inhale, bring the right knee into the chest. Give it a squeeze. Bring that right knee outside the rib cage. Tuck it in a little bit farther. Drop the right arm over to the side. Use the left hand to pull that right knee across. Full body twist, keeping those shoulders against the mat. Looking over that right shoulder if it's comfortable for you. Inhale, bring that right knee in. Exhale, give it a good squeeze. Take one more deep inhale. On the exhale, send the right leg long, arms overhead, full body stretch, side out. A little bit of a brief shavasana today, my apologies. Sometimes get going and I lose track of time. Just settle in, let your feet hang to the side, hands hang to the side, grab a drink of water. Have at least a good minute to just rest. Thank your body for all the work that it did for you this morning. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Bring awareness to the space around you. Maybe wiggle the fingers and toes, or rock the head from side to side. When you're ready, we'll meet on our right side. And then use that top arm to push up to seated. Grace and Amy, we'd love to see your smiling faces. As we close out our practice. There we go. There's Kelly behind us.
Hi, Kelly.
We'll bring our hands to heart center. We lift them to our lips and to our third eye. From the light that shines in me to the light that shines in you, in a gesture of respect, we bow to one another and say, Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.
Thank you for the privilege of being your teacher. I'm not really sure what happened with the random cutting out of the video, but we got your back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't hear you, Grace. Can you hear them? No. Can you hear
Your
me?
thing isn't working.
That's
We have
weird.
Bluetooth.
Can you hear me now?
Hear you. Can you hear us?
For the AirPods must have given out at some point in time.
Yeah, we didn't. Once it clicked off, then we lost your AirPods.
Oh no, well, were you able to somewhat follow along?
Oh yeah, we figured it out. We're good.
Yep.
Now we're losing your.
Yeah, because randomly the AirPods picked up again.
Weird.
Technology.
I
Yep.
know. Hey, Stacey, I never replied to you, but your 3 flowers were awesome.
Right? They're so perfectly linear. It was crazy. I love it.
I'll show
I
you.
had my 3 flowers in the garden. They like grew in a perfect line. Oh, they're in here somewhere. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us today. Sorry for the technical difficulties.
It
was awesome.
lovely. It was beautiful.